And I literally hit stop recording, start recording. We're now on episode 21, I think, after 160 hours. I'm going to go do this quest chain to unlock halberds. So let me deposit my junk here. My understanding is that this quest chain is super hard. I'm actually a little bit nervous at the amount of food that I have. I ended up using a lot of lobsters in the process of getting my rune kite shield last session. This might not be enough lobsters. I think I want to get one inventory worth of lobsters, and then we'll start the quest change. Fortunately for you, it'll be mostly fast forwarded. We are going to do it this episode. I swear. I promise. Fingers crossed. No take-backs. But I want to be very prepared because I feel like we could burn through a couple inventories worth of lobsters. I'm going to fish. We'll hit fishing 42. That'll be our cutoff point. That'll be one level of fishing. Bank whatever lobsters we end up cooking, and then we'll start up on the quest. So let me teleport out that way, and we'll get started. Fishing 42. I'm actually going to finish filling my inventory since I'm going to burn most of these lobsters, so then we'll call it. Alright, I feel much more comfortable with 53 lobsters. Let's go ahead and start the quest. I need to bring up the wiki and follow along with where I'm going, so hold up. I need a rope, a bow and 1 to 5 arrows, a spade, a plank obtainable during the quest, which technically isn't necessary, a bucket, a tinderbox, combat equipment. Lots of food to survive traps and monsters. Coins, telekinetic grab runes. Alright, actually, let's get the teleport runes out of the way right now. I want to be able to bail out if shit goes bad. Just have like 5 lobsters on us at all times. Graceful outfit. Bring the required bow. Ooh, a short bow. Get my air staff. Well, I guess I'll take the rest of these out as we go. Oh, bring the rest of your supplies now. There's no turning back. Fucking great. Okay. So, 2 ropes. Bow and arrows. Spade. Oh, I'm nervous about this quest. It's okay. We're gonna give it a shot. Good chance of it going okay. I don't think I have a plank, but it says it's not necessary and then I can get it during the quest. Oh, I do. Okay, that's nice. Plank, bucket, tinderbox, combat gear. It looks like stuff here is safe spottable, but magic is going to be safer. I need to refill my prayer at some point. I guess the benefit of not doing magic is I don't have to reserve as much inventory space. So maybe it's good that I just went to all that trouble leveling range to 40 last session. I think that's a full kit. Double check here. Get the accumulator. What do I still have equipped there? Slayer gloves. I might actually want the rune shield. It's only -2 range. I'm making up for it with other gear. I guess it's reducing my magic defense. Oh, just a little bit. -1. Okay, I think that's feasible. Oh, this makes me nervous. Alright. Just a little bit worried. Hopefully this is good enough. I don't think I really need staves. Let me just read this list again to make sure I know I'm bringing what I need. Okay, so lobsters can be my emergency food. Cake heals a little bit more than lobsters. So let's use that as non-emergency. I got a total of 12 out of those. Okay, and then this is gonna be rough, so I'm just gonna do my best here. I gotta stop at an altar. Just gonna hit the one in Lumbridge real quick. Oh, there's one in Camelot. We'll do that one first. Oh, but we need to go to Ardoyan too, which is water runes. Alright, pull those out. So I'd rather be porting there than to Varrock, since most of the quest is around Ardoyan anyway. Super nervous. Okay, talk to King Lothus. Good day. Assume you hear about King Tyrus? I am. What's our plan? Previously discussed, my brother's currently gathering strength in the lands west of here. The only known way into those lands is through the underground pass. Unfortunately, the pass is a treacherous place. Some of my best soldiers have fallen trying to find a way through. To To make matters worse, some crazed group of cultists have recently made their home in the past. Their leader, a madman named Ebon, claims to be the son of Zamorak himself. Well, that doesn't sound good. The brothers to be stopped, a way through the underground pass must be found. This is the task I have for you. Do you think you're up for it? Yes. Find the entrance to the underground pass at the far end of West Ardoyan. My main tracker, Koftik, will meet you there. Do my best. The underground pass is lethal. Go prepared with food and armor or you won't last long. Ooh. Just gotta be willing to bail out. If shit starts going south, don't try to make it happen without resources. Could probably bring one of those cooked sharks that I've been sitting on so we have one emergency food. Go all the way west until you see a cave entrance. Okay. I'm gonna try to, it's gonna be super slow, but I'm gonna try to conserve my run energy for most of this. They're really talking about how dangerous the enemies are in this thing, and I'm like basically the bare minimum to attempt it. Yeah. Okay, talk to Koftik. Hello there, you must be Koftik. That I am, adventurer. King Loth has told me to expect you. I assume he told you our goal? We need to find a way through the underground path. Shouldn't be too bad. I've traveled through many a cave in my time. These caves are different. There's a darkness in there unlike any other. You can feel it as you wind your way around the stalagmites, an icy chill that penetrates the very fabric of your being. Didn't go far though, nor did I stay for long. People change in these caves. Tell me more. There were one warrior, his name was Rondus. He stood tall and proud like an elven king. That same pride made him vulnerable. Rondus' worthy desire to be a great and mighty warrior also made him corruptible. In the cave, he heard the voice of Zamorak himself. Zamorak showed him a way to achieve his goals by appealing to that most base and dark nature. What happened to him? No one knows. Interesting. Catch up with me on a bridge. I want to get this thing to stop pulling junk into my inventory. Hold up. Get me in. Stop gathering junk. You somehow communicate your message to the undead chicken. Okay, perfect. It's just you don't need a light source in here. See 3 paths branching. Do not take the middle path. Take the northernmost path. Okay, seems guide's really important for this one. Oh, do I have to like fit through some rocks first? Climb over a rock slide. I might need to turn off OpenGL to make sure I can click stuff in time here. Others have already been in the cave. Koftik, what's up? We seem to have a bit of an issue ahead of us. The bridge is up and I can't see another way across. Do you know how to get the bridge down? It's the furthest I've ever been. Looks like someone was here before us though. There's the remains of a camp. I looked through the things and found some cloth along with the charred remains of some arrows. So we're trying to burn something. 20 more cloth by the fire. I also found the remains of a book. What does it say? Seems to be written by the adventurer Rondus. Have a look. Again as a whisper in my ears, dismissing the sounds of the whistling of the wind, I steeled myself against these forces and continued on my way. The whispers became moans, at once fearsome and enticing like the call of some beautiful siren. Join us! Greatness lies within you, but only Zamorak can unlock your potential. Huh, that does seem bad. Use the oily cloth on an arrow. Wield steel fire arrow. Fire your lit arrow at the rope. Don't I have it equipped? Huh. Why is that giving me trouble for some reason? Maybe make up some space here. I need something that will make the bridge drop. Why is this giving me trouble? Seem to be a longbow, maybe? Maybe I need to talk to him first. Okay. I need to Google this because I feel like I have what I need here. OSRS, you don't. Oops. Have anything suitable to fire. Need something that will make the bridge drop. West help. I need to have the rope touch it or something? Relog and it'll fix it. Okay, I'll try that really quick. It's a weird bug. Figured out the problem. I did not like the arrows. I should fix it. Can't get a clear shot from here. Oh, we're kind of gonna get a clear shot from that, I wonder. Stand further back, maybe? Oh, where this gate is, I see. Hey, very cool. Okay, I probably shouldn't have brought all these steel arrows, because now that's inventory space that I can't get back. But what are you gonna do? I probably dump the short bow, which is not really worth anything, right? Probably drop the fire arrow. South Raven. Go north to get a plank. I already have a plank. Do not walk into the swampy area filled with spiders. Blessed spiders. 39. Head back east. Search crates. Squeeze through pipe, maybe? Do you know the pipe is blocked by a grill? Okay, maybe that's a shortcut that I open at the end of this. Rope swing. This one? Agility! And the bills, okay. Continue down the path going east and then south. As you see Caustic standing in front of a grid. I guess if you attempt this at 40 agility, things get really bad really quick. Ooh, mysterious voice, I didn't notice this. You can't hide, the power of the gods could be yours. Hello, Caustic. Do you hear them? The voices tell me things. Are you okay? The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides with the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Pulp Fiction on me. Okay. This group of tiles. Many of these tiles will drop you into a pit, dealing 15 damage to your health. You'll need to use trial and error to find a safe path across. Once you find a safe path across, memorize it. You'll need it for a later quest. Oh my god. It's unique for every player. Grid puzzle always does 15 damage upon falling into a pit. Keep this in mind when trying new squares. Should you die from falling, your items stay in the pit. Write down the path you used to get across. You'll have to go across this later. Okay. It looks like the site helps me to write it down, so I'll take a screenshot and save it afterward. Okay, number 1 was a trap. Ouch. Actually, I'm just going to make my own grid because this one doesn't let me mark stuff that's bad. Pulling something up in paint over here. I'm just going to color in the squares that are bad news. Facing north. I should make sure I write N on here. How about this one? Really a great place to drain all your food, right? Golly. So the top square is okay. Oops. Which is good, because that limits further options, right? Oh wow, lucky. Oh man. Fucking dream up here right now. Holy shit. Oh, that could have been so much worse. Okay, hold on, let me look at what I'm doing next. Let me save this image. Old school RuneScape. Let's put it in the video project file under episode 21. Underground pass grid. Basically just walk along the top row. The easiest pattern ever. I only took a little bit of damage. Could have gone way worse. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that food. I guess we're about to get something that'll make it easier. There's an altar in the next important room. Pull the lever. Zombies are only level 13. No big deal. Still lots of planks along the way. There's a furnace. That's weird. Remember where the furnace is. Okay. Do not use the obstacle pipe. Cause you go back to the rope swing with no return. Got it. Glad I didn't go check it. Mysterious voice. Blood. Pain. Hate. God, what the hell is hitting me? I don't know what that was just now. Traps in the hallway. There are 5 traps. Curious. Disarm normally with a chance to fail and hit for 5 to 11. Oh, oops. Okay. Should have been paying closer attention to that or reading further ahead. Alright, so it looks like there's an altar here. I can use this to try to heal for free if I'm patient. I'll just fast forward through it. Chaos altar, of course it is. And I'm going to try to read a couple steps ahead here to figure out what's coming up next. Okay, I'm going to try to move forward here while Rapid Heal's running because I think I'm coming back to this room over time. Use the plank you picked up earlier on the flat rock. Clever. Oh, and I get the plank back. Very cool. That's pretty awesome. Planks of all things to solve this, right? There you go. Orb of Light. I'm trying to be super conservative about my food. I may have already used too much of it. I guess I've learned the path, so if I have to quit and come back, I can save some food by going over the grid path a little bit more smartly next time. That's why there's so many planks in the dungeon. Okay, next one, northwest. Run through the 39 spiders and ogres to grab the orb and run back again. Okay, here we go. I didn't check to see if those things were poisonous, right? Bad, so mark these so I can keep track of them separately. Go through the middle path next. Same plank traps. Oh, and there's a trap over there. Wow. This is pretty crazy, this quest. Well, I'm reading the next step that we have to do after this, and I'm so glad we're following a walkthrough. There's no way I would have guessed to do this. We're gonna have to destroy these orbs back in the furnace. It's crazy. Very cool though, but crazy. Okay. Travel through the southwest path. When you get where the orb is, don't pick it up. Instead, disarm the trap underneath it, which can fail. Okay. Search flat rock. It's a trap. Try and disarm it. Yes, I'll give it a go. You succeed at disarming the trap and take the orb. Hear the trap resetting itself as you do so. Okay. Very good. Good, I should have this shield on anyway. Okay, I gotta do some more bullshit. I'm gonna go back through the old trap hallway and try not to get hit by all of them this time like I did the first time. At least I'm conserving my resources by using rapid heal. I wonder what is governing the roll on this. Thievery, maybe? I said before that this game feels a lot like playing in someone's D&D campaign, and this dungeon definitely gives that feel. If we want to read that stone tablet. The guide doesn't tell me to. Because of how dangerous this place is, I'm going to cleave to the guide. I might try something different in the future. Oh, I got hit twice. That sucks. Good to know that that's possible. Zombies don't aggro. Use the orbs on the furnace. Feel a cold shudder run down your spine as the light of the orb fades. Power of the gods could be yours. Creepy voice. On markings. Hopefully I'll make it through here without getting hit at all. Probably won't be so lucky though. Maybe that tablet gives you a clue of what to do here. Ow. Oh shit. It's worse than me just going through. It's like a Resident Evil boss. It's here to like sap your resources, right? Okay. I don't think I want to sit and wait for like 30 minutes for all my health to come back, even with rapid healing. Let me think here. Let me tally up how much health I have in my inventory. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 96. I didn't really think about it. Lobsters, I thought lobsters were 11, but they heal 12, so it was probably better bringing all lobsters, since these ones require 3 steps. So I definitely want to save the lobsters for if I get in combat and need a quick top off. I need to continue doing damage. That was a mistake. Oh well. I wonder why I thought they were 11 health. Or I'll let rapid healing top me off to 53, and then we'll turn off the prayer and go downstairs. Okay, we're healed up. Let's see. Head down the well after topping off your prayer. Search the crates at the bottom for more food. Oh, awesome. It's nice of them. Guess if we climbed down this without doing stuff earlier, we would have gotten in trouble down here. +6, +9. Okay, keep those in mind. Pretty close to the amount of food that I already consumed, so it's not all bad. Wouldn't have really had the inventory space for much else. Head west through the cave and you'll find yourself in an area with a few cages. Lock on the one to the left. First one on the left. Southeast. Examine the loose mud. So I'm going to try digging here. Imagine coming this far and not having the spade, right? Dig to the other side. Edge across the narrow ledge. God, look at that agility course in there. Jesus. Maze of raised beams. You'll need to hop over a number of obstacles. Each time you fall, you have to start over. Okay. Cross ledge. Blessed giant rat. Take the first right. Come on, 68 agility, don't fail me now. Oh my god. 68 agility, you failed me now. How could you? Why do we put so many points into you? Take the first right, then left, then left. Okay, that's more like it, 68 agility. Next room, you'll find a group of skeletons and a unicorn in a cage. You need the unicorn's horn. Seriously? Like I couldn't bring one from outside the dungeon? Caustic's over here. Okay, hold up and make sure I'm in the right area. Don't go on the pipe, it might be bad. Once through, let's see if I can check my map here. 4. 6 goes to the third area. That's south, okay. Doesn't tell me to talk to Caustic, so I'm not going to. I can always do more stuff with this quest later. Here are the skeletons, okay. Swallow your soul, make them all pay, join us. Creepy crawling through the pipe, but there's the unicorn. I can't get in the cage to get its horn. Find a piece of loose railing. Search cage. You take it. Okay. Take this and head south up the path. Oh, over here, I see. Use the railing to roll the boulder on top of the unicorn. Oh my god. This game is nuts. Wow. They, damn. They didn't fuck around with that. Under damage horns, you take it. Maybe it's a specific unicorn horn? Withered unicorn horn, okay. Proceed through the tunnel entrance and head north. See if I need the piece of railing after all that. Be dropped after obtaining the horn as it serves no other purpose during the quest. Head north through the cave, you'll come to a group of paladins who have made a camp. Talk to Sir Jero, he'll give you more food to restock your supplies. Blood, pain, and hate, it says. Tons of zombies here, too. Glad they don't aggro me. Maybe that's part of why you need to have 60 combat. It's a lot of dead dudes. Death is only the beginning. Here's the paladins. Talk to Sir Jero. Wasn't expecting to see anyone else down here. What are you doing in this most unholy place? I'm looking for a safe route through these caverns under order of King Lothus. King tasked us with the same mission. A little further on lies the great doors of Ebon. We tried everything, but we cannot enter. Gives you supplies, you don't have enough room to take them. I think it said I can drop the rope. Can I maybe drop the plank? See if the plank is still necessary after this. Oh no, I need the plank. Okay. Probably drop the meat pies. They're less good. How much stuff does he give me? Holy crap. Just in case I didn't bring enough food down here. Still don't have enough room. Holy jeez. Can make some educated decisions about what I'm keeping here. There we go. Stew heals for 11. Meat pies are 6. Bread is 5. Wish I could deposit these. You gave me attack potion and prayer potion. That's probably going to be helpful. Okay, well let's drop the breads because they're not as good. The salmon back and a meat pie. Hopefully that means that we're going to be okay for a little while. Unluckily for them, you need their badges. The only way to get those is to slaughter them. Make sure to talk to them before attacking them. Holy crap. Kitties. Hey. Let me try to juggle some stuff here so I can get some of these items back if I need them. In case I take some damage here, right? I have to attack these poor people who helped me out, I guess. Also, the safe spot's about attacking them and running just south where they won't follow you. It's sad. Let me eat some of this food here before it despawns. Kitties are fighting each other. Hold on. Hey, be good! This is where magic would have been good, huh? Hopefully the bread doesn't despawn before he dies. It might. Okay, I'm glad they respawn. I was feeling kind of bad about that. More food than we can use. Topped off. Things are generally looking pretty good. More shenanigans to do up this way. Go with your guys keep going west. You have your traps for them using the plank on them again like before. Okay. This is a crazy door. Requires all 3 paladin badges and the unicorn horn for some reason. It's the unicorn horn and the 3 crests on the well. That's weird. I need to like sacrifice them to get in basically. Throw the quarter arms in the well. You're a howl in the distance as you do. I think that's the implication that I'm like making a sacrifice to progress. Here, click from the skull above the door. That is some La Milana shit. Pass through the doors. Okay, you are now in the largest area of the underground pass in all of RuneScape, and one of the most frustrating. Around all edges of this area is a rock ledge to walk on. The middle is a large open area with a maze of walkways, most of which are broken. If you try to jump across them, you will fall and end up taking big damage when you hit the ground, as well as being in a large area filled with soulless. Keep in mind this area has been known to take well over an hour to clear, so be persistent. Okay, I have about an hour and a half until I've got babysitting duty. Now ignore the walkways, take note of the locations where you can get onto them. Head as far south as you can. We'll walk along the south wall until you find a small staircase leading down. There's Koftik. We've been waiting for you. You're still here? You should leave. This is my home now. Home with my lord. He talks to me. He's my friend. You really should leave these caverns. Oh, I should have went back and grabbed the food after I used the badges, so well. Foolish dwarves, still believing they can resist. No one resists Ebon. You could help. Deep down you know you want it. I know you already dealt with those paladins. Now you just need to kill the dwarves. Head south and through the tunnel. You'll find the dwarves at the other end. Go and slay them. Slay them for our lord. Okay. Whatever you say, dude. Sold this. Level 18. This is pretty cray-cray. Cool music, too. Wow, they weren't kidding when they said this area was big. Let me conserve my run energy just in case something aggroes us and we gotta run. Wait, I may have missed the stairs. Hold on. Walk along the south wall. Okay, no. Until you find a staircase leading down. Got it. Descend cave. We're going to this place with the dwarves over here. What are y'all doing living in this scary cave? Talk to Nilu first. Back away. Oh, you're human. On a quest for King Lothus. I need to find a way through these caverns. Well, good luck with that. We came here as miners, completely unaware of the evil that lurked here. There's no way through, not while Ebon still rules. He controls the gateway, the only way to the other side. What gateway? The Well of Voyage. It acts as a portal to the last section of the caverns. It's the only way to the west. Ebon has corrupted it. Now he uses it to dispose of those who displease him. I'll just have to kill him then. Good luck with that. If we knew how, we'd have slain him already. See out the witch, his guide, his only confidant. Only she knows how to rid us of Ebon. She lives on the platforms above. We dare not go there. Take some food to aid your journey. Thank you. Looking good on food. Pizza. Pies. We move the stuff that heals the most up to the top here. Heals in like one cast, I mean. Meat pies are technically better than the cakes, even though they heal the same amount. I guess they leave junk in my inventory that I need to get rid of. Talk to Clank and ask about the Solus. Good day to you, outsider. You should have been careful down here. You're the only ones that haven't yet turned. If you're not careful, you'll become one of them too. Ebon's followers? They're not followers, they're slaves. They're the Solus. No wonder their breath is so bad. What happened to them? They were normal once, adventurers, treasure hunters, but men are weak. They couldn't ignore the voices. Now they all seem to think with one conscience, as if they're being controlled by one being. Ebon? Maybe, or maybe Zamorak himself. Those who try to fight it are locked in cages until their minds are too weak to resist. Eventually they all fall to his control. Anyway, I have something that might help you. I crafted these to protect myself from the teeth of the Solus. Their bite is vicious. I haven't seen another pair which can withstand their jaws. Clank's gauntlets. Oh damn, those have an attack bonus on them? And a strength bonus? Well, those are best in slot of the gloves that I currently have. That's kind of cool. They seem like they have super good stats. Hold on, let me... Clank's gauntlets. Prior to the release of restoration... Gauntlets used to be best in slot gloves in RuneScape. Okay, well that's cool. Since I'm doing kind of sort of Iron Man, Tin Man, I won't get the better gloves for a really long time, so it's quite exciting. Okay, so tinderbox here. There's one more dwarf to talk to. Wish I could bank stuff. Hi there, are you okay? I'm fried. What's wrong? Too much of this homebrew. We make it from plant roots, but it blows your head off. You don't want to put it near any naked flames. Sure. Take a sip from the brew. It tastes terrific and burns your throat. Don't worry you, it's strong stuff. A good meal may sober you up a bit. Okay then. 75 coins. Ah. Yeah, it penalized my agility, it looks like. Okay. Now I gotta follow pretty closely. I love all the whispers in the bottom corner. Hear me, give in to your desires. Death is only the beginning. You can't hide. The power of the gods can be yours. Super excited about these gloves. Even if I just like quit the quest now, that's gonna be nice for melee training later. When can I use... I think I unlocked the dragon halberd at the end of this. I mean, I unlock all halberds, but it'll be my only dragon item that I can get my hands on. 60 attack. So grinding out 60 attack through Slayer tasks might be my next goal after unlocking halberds. Okay, climb up the staircase and head a little to the northeast where you can see a house. From there, walk north where you can jump onto a path. Yikes. It says, do not click on the door or I will take damage. I need to look through the window, it looks like. Search the window. Outside you see a witch. She appears to be looking for something. The witch probably won't take kindly to me going in there. Maybe I can distract her. She says, here, kitty, kitty. Head north, take the western path. I guess if you come in here with the minimum agility, you just fall so many times that it takes forever to eventually clear the area. Head north, take the western path, hop across the path, and take the north branch of the path. Follow it until you find a cat. There's a cat. I don't have any inventory space for it, though. Just drop a cake. It sucks, but... Let me see if I can run to do this part. But I think I'm going to get items from inside our house. Attempt to jump over the gap, and you do it. Use the cat on the door. A cat. Place the cat on the floor and then knock on the door. Oh, clever. Sneak into her house and search the chest. Enough room to take everything. Busy talking to her cat. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Shit, I still don't have enough room. Hopefully there's not a time limit here. Dump all my cakes. Woof. Hopefully the rest of my healing items are enough. The wiki may have just panicked me, but it makes it seem like this is a really hard quest. Doll of Ebon, Super Attack, Restore Potion. History of Ebon. Oh, let's get out of here. Okay. Let's read this thing. Introduction. Ebon, the vow, the elements, flesh, blood, shadow, conscience, the resurrection. So I'm going to read this and then get my TLDR summary. The witch knows a lot of stuff. Ebon was a black knight that learned to fight under a black knight. Ebon's kind of like Artorias in Dark Souls. He's a corrupted Dark Knight that wanted... Well, I guess Artorias tried to go to the Abyss for good reasons, sort of. Ebon was trying to control men. Basically made an army of zombies that followed him. Okay, so she made a voodoo doll out of Ebon's flesh and buried his corpse at the bottom of these caverns. It's a giant spider that had some blood that has fed on a lot of people, possibly including Ebon. Summoned 3 demons that represent the shadow of Ebon. Strangled a bird to death, a dove to death. This would be the conscience of Ebon, innocence corrupted by evil. Taking the crushed bones from the dove's body, I cast my mind's eye onto the body of Ebon. Now, this game's story gets pretty dark. I mean, it still kind of has that innocent flair in a lot of the quest dialogue text, but they get mature with it eventually. Lock them in a cage in the northern platforms. Okay, so... This is how they resurrected Ebon, but the important thing is that the same process used to resurrect him could be used to destroy him. Got it. Alright, guide says, you get Ebon's shadow, kill the 3 level 91 demons. Oh god. Looks like I can safe spot at least. 3 amulets, so man, it's going to be draining my inventory space again. I'm worried about, I don't know that I need all these potions, right? Head north and then west in the witch's house and take the first left. Hold on. Down where the demons are. You can kill them safely by standing on the narrow pathways. Okay. I just telekinetic grab some of this stuff. We'll test it and find out. Be back in a few minutes when this thing dies. Really grateful we went to the trouble of leveling ranged because I wouldn't have had space for all the runes we would have needed to do this with magic. Hey, I fell for the first time. Okay. Oh, let's try that again. So I can dump one of these pies finally. Gets me the inventory slot that I need for last amulet. And we fell back to back. I feel like that's a pattern. Had that with agility courses before. It's like when it rains, it pours, right? Falling damage is significant. So the guide here says if you don't have money, you can still get an infinite supply of free food from that one dwarf. I don't know exactly how that works, but I might try it later. He didn't give it to me for free when I drank his booze before. Hey, we got here and the safe spot worked. Okay, let's see. Head north of where Dumian was in the chest. Opening it destroys the amulets and gives you Ebon's shadow. Okay, perfect. Saves me some inventory space. Chest opens and inside you find a strange dark liquid. You pour it over the doll. Okay, so it gets used on the doll automatically, I guess. Step 1. These guys don't aggro, that's really nice. Go back downstairs. Okay, can do. Okay, gonna meet again because I gotta walk to get my run energy back here. It'll be a bit. Use bucket on barrel. Okay. Fill the bucket with dwarf brew. I guess that's why he says that it's flammable. That's funny. See if I can get more food off of him here. Sure. Okay, I wonder how you're supposed to get the food from him. Maybe he doesn't give infinite food anymore and the wiki's outdated. Bummer. Okay. Yeah, it's -8 agility, so hopefully I'm not climbing around on stuff for a minute. Take this ahead to the far southeast corner of the area where Ebon's tomb is. Dump the bucket of alcohol and light it up with your tinderbox. It's now safe to drop the bucket and tinderbox. I wish I could get money down here somehow. Ended up wasting a lot of food upstairs, unfortunately. Oh god. Pour brew over the tomb. Nice. It's a pretty cool graphic. Find ashes of Ebon's corpse. You smear them over the doll. Okay, we did that automatically. Very good. Maybe the dude only gives you free food if you're already low on health. Let's try it. Oh, there's someone else here. Weird. Yeah, I think they got rid of the free source of infinite food, unfortunately. Oof. Oh well. Found the witch's house. I found a strange doll. This appears to be dark magic traveler. The witch resurrected Ebon from death. She must have used this doll to do it. Find out the process the witch used to revive him and reverse it. Once that's done, cast it into the well of voyage. Ebon will be destroyed with it. That's how I get the book back. If I drop it. Gotcha. Cool. Oh, there's an extra bucket in here. Okay. Time to go fight a spider, it looks like. This part seems like it's fairly difficult. I guess it's made difficult by the fact that the baby spiders aggro on you if you're not a high enough combat level, which you are not, so this is some risk of going badly. We'll see what happens. I'll do my best to not fuck it up. Alright, we're gonna run for it. Here we go. There's a place with a skeleton that I guess we can try to safe spot. There's the boss. There's a skeleton, I think. That is not a safe spot. Try to drag him up here and then safe spot him. It's on the corner of this thing. There we go. Oh shit, don't walk out, you dumbass. Here we go. Alright, it's not so bad. I think the baby spiders can still fuck with me, but it's fairly painless. Smear the doll of Ebon in the poison blood. Okay, now let's get out of here again. I guess, even though this isn't a multi-combat area, they can multi-combat me after she dies. I'm in the northwest to find a narrow pathway. I'm up through the tunnel. Several cages with half-soulless in them. Don't bother with the first cage. Skip the first set. Continue south. First path north to a cage. Don't fall. Okay. My agility's still drained from the drinking earlier, trying to get the infinite food. Okay, hold on. To a cage, and first I head east to the next cage. Head north and take the very first left to west. Search the cave for Ebon's dove. Search the cage and find Ebon's dove. You smear the remains over the doll. The soulless bites into your arm, but Clank's gauntlets protect you. Almost to the end. To finally destroy Ebon and bring an end to this quest, you need to jump your way to Ebon's temple in the center of the area. No, shit, I don't know how to do that. I don't have a map of this place. Hold up. Soulless. Okay, I've got a map now. Try to follow it. Bug in here that Ben's trying to kill again. Okay, let me try to follow this map as best as I can. I'm going to pull it up in another monitor so I can look at it really closely. So we go east, south, west. It just feels like there's just a lot that can go wrong in this quest, right? South, east. Presuming I can jump across this gap that I need to jump. Yeah, looks like it. Well, let me try shooting these guys before I cross, even though they're low level. Can't reach that, really. Didn't fall. See a large temple in the middle of the cavern. Cool. Okay, fortunately I can nuke these guys pretty trivially. Looks like they only melee too. Samrock Monk top and bottom. So guaranteed to drop those, I guess. Make sure those robes are all you're wearing. Holy shit. I don't really have room for the rest of it. Oh my god. This is inventory management dungeon. Do I need the plank anymore? Okay, I think I can dump the plank. I can dump the spade. I have extras of those. Jesus. Shouldn't have brought stuff like the ring. Dump the rest of the cake. Good lord. I'm gonna have to drop some food too. Meat pies. Okay. think that's what we need. Now hold on, I think I still need more space even after that. Should you die attempting to dispose of the doll, you'll have to run through the entire dungeon again, so be sure to bring the required items with you. Enter the temple wearing both upper and lower Zamorak robes. As soon as you do, Yvonne will begin to attack you. The method to never get hit by Lord Yvonne's spell is to wait for the 8 ticks he sends his spell and then walk into his lair. Now wait for the 7th spell to show and then run to the well in the center of the room and use the doll. Use the doll in the well. Okay. So I gotta drop the pizza. I can only have lobsters, basically. I guess let me bring these with me until I get to the front door, and then I'll drop them, right? I think that's correct. In case I fall. That's a good sign. We just have to bolt for the well and try to toss it in there before we die. Jesus Christ. So I can try to eat some of it on the way. Let's give it a shot. You are a slave now. You didn't kill me. You'll hear his calls forever. You have already fallen. Okay, I think we did it. Yvonne's staff lands next to you. You pick it up. Oh, scary. My heart was racing with that. Toward to a cavern with Kopchen. Safe again. Guess I didn't get any runes. Maybe they changed that. Hey, Koptic, how you doing, buddy? Feeling better? Where am I? I can't remember a thing. We were losing to Yvonne's influence. What happened? He's dead. I destroyed him. Thank you for saving me. The voice does not affect you? Your mind is filled with strange images. A unicorn, a boulder, some paladins. They seem real. That's cool. I like when they do this memory stuff in this game. Blast, I've had enough of these caves. Part of you has been left behind. Tell King Lothus of your success. Okay. Hey, I think we did it. I was super nervous. Like, the guide really made that quest out to be insanely difficult, and it probably is if you're not following the guide. The number of times that you fall for no reason or take trap damage for no reason, and especially the amount of inventory space that you need to set aside for it. And, like, not knowing to do certain things. Like, one of the big ones, I feel like, is not knowing whether you should, I can use my words here, how to safe spot stuff, that you need to kill the mages before you open the door, that you can't click on the witch's door, or you take, like, 20 damage. Like, insane. Talk to King Lothus. What's up, dude? Adventurer returns. Any news? The quest is complete. I have defeated Ebon and his minions. Incredible. You are a true warrior. Do we now have a way through to the west? Not quite. The portal through the last section of the pass has been damaged. It needs repairing. Send our best mages in at once. Once they've made the repairs, we'll finally be able to stop King Tyrus. Thank you for your help. Your loyalty is an inspiration to all. Jesus. 3,000 agility XP, 3,000 attack XP, use of the Ebon Blast spell. I actually don't know what that is. Ebon's Staff. Can be cast at 50 magic and inflicted with 25 damage. Wow. Cast a spell must be wielding Ebon's Staff, must complete Underground Pass in order to be able to cast a spell. Each cast consumes a charge from the staff. Cast a total 120 times where the staff must be recharged. Oh, I probably won't be using that then. How long do you think the repairs will take? It shouldn't take the mages long at all. Once their work is done, we can finally move against my brother. Assume you have a plan? I want to make contact with the elves that inhabit the western lands. I've never seen an elf before. That may change soon. Apparently my brother's been causing them quite a bit of trouble. Agreed to help us get rid of him once and for all. Head into the underground pass and through the well. We'll go back into the underground pass. Okay. Mages have it repaired by the time you arrive. Once you're through, you'll be met by some representatives of Lord Iorwerth. With their help, you're to find my brother and kill him. Once that's done, return to me. Oh, and that's Regicide, the next one. Brother may not be the only threat you face. I hear the elves are currently dealing with a rebellion. The rebels likely won't take kindly to you working with their enemies, so be on the lookout. Okay. Hey, it's Evil Bob. It's this amulet of human speak broken again. Okay, so this is not the fish one. This is the balloon animal one. We'll do it real quick. Okay. I love the pop-up when you do Evil Bob stuff that says Welcome to Escape Rune. Goat. Long tail. My friend forever. Let's leave before that cat notices. I'm pretty close to 44 attack after all that. Have a present. 519 gold. Great. Alright, well I've started Regicide, but that was pretty intense doing Underground Pass, so I need to take a short break, grab some breakfast, maybe feed the cats. It's getting close to their time to eat.
And then when we come back, I don't think we're going to do Regicide this session, but we will definitely do it next session. I'm going to try to find some like lighter stuff to do in the meantime. Maybe some quick quests, maybe some grinding. We'll see. So see you soon. Hey, so I'm AFK for a bit, pseudo AFK while I eat. I need more food. Can always have more lobsters, so I'm going to go farm for lobsters. Enjoy the fast forward. So the lobster catch rate is super slow, as you can probably tell from the fast forward. I do want to have a decent stash of them, and I think I want to sit here and do fishing leveling for a while. Not for the rest of this episode, but maybe for a couple hours. I'd like to get to a higher level so that we can access some of the better fish than lobster. But it seems that if we want to do that, that the better option is going to be going back to fly fishing by the barbarian village. So I'm probably going to sneak back over there after we bank 100 cooked lobsters. I think that should tide us over for some time for combat content. So we'll be back in a bit after that. I think my next goal after this couple hours of fishing that will be mostly silent and fast forwarded will be to try to clear as much of that Infernal Mage Slayer task as we can. 43 fishing. Very cool. Can now catch bluegill on Mulk Island with 3,500. Huh. Should look into why I might want bluegill. Cooking, 46, and I actually said cooking that time instead of fishing. Fried mushroom. I think we only need to do one more lobster trip, and then we'll switch back to fly fishing for some quicker fishing levels. So, I'm kind of having a optimization panic here, and then I'm realizing that you can't bank multiple clue scrolls. But just over here fishing, I'm like, you know what? I've got some clue scrolls. I should go do those really quick. Maybe they'll give me something good. Maybe I'll get an upgrade I can use. So I'm like, okay, so why have I not seen any clue scrolls in like the last 100 hours? That's why. So I think after this run of fishing, actually before I go... No, after this run of fishing, before we do the Slayer task with the Infernal Mages, I'm just going to complete all 3 of the clue scrolls. I think we have 3. I think we have a beginner, an easy, and a medium, which is why we've never seen another one drop. And then going forward, basically have to do clue scrolls immediately whenever they drop, or right after the task that we get them on, so that there's a chance for them to drop again. It's just shameful. It's shameful what I've done. Oh my god, I got disconnected for being AFK while fishing. Oh, that's a first. It's funny. Pop back in, get right back to it. Guess I need to, like, move the camera every so often or something. Because the funny part is that the node that I was on was active for long enough for me to time out and be AFK. Yep, I have one of each kind of clue scroll. Why are these not dropping? That is why. Big oof. Well, let's just do them in order here. Okay, so I need a spade, right? Spade. Strange device, right? It's in the key area. Cold and colder than last time. Does it actually know where I'm digging? Is it the Ice Mountain? It's north of Falador, right? Father Shane in the Sidious Church. Fort Piscarilius. I think this is the end here. Need a trout cooked by you.
Because this is why we want to build stashes, right? So you could just stash trout next to him, I guess. Cook a trout for Charlie. I guess I need to go cook one before... Okay, that's how it knows that I'm giving him one that I actually made myself. I understand. So we can get our fly fishing rod. And we should still have feathers, right? Yeah. Turn in the trout to Charlie the Tramp, who obtained a casket. Okay. Hey, 3,802 coins. Blue wizard robe and an oak shortbow. Let's do the blue scroll. Father Jean in the Hosidius Church. What Piscarius? I have my fairy ring teleport, but it's all the way in Arceus, which is pretty far away from both of the places we need to be in. I think this is faster for getting to Port Piscarius, etc. It's kind of fun trying to optimize different clue scrolls and hitting as many of them at the same time as you can. My wife's been doing these every time she gets them because she's a smart person. She actually got a pretty lucky one recently. It was like 20,000 gold. From I want to say a beginner clue scroll. Step away for 1 sec. Alright, we got the casket. What do we get? Medium clue, I think, actually has some exciting rewards, potentially. 7,265 coins. Adamant Helm. Earth Runes. Green Dragonhide Body. I can use that. That's the body? You need to complete the Dragon Slayer quest first. I was going to say, I didn't think we could get that until finishing the Dragon Slayer quest, but I think that and the rune plate body are both restricted. And I thought it was just for purchasing. That's unfortunate. The helmet's pretty sweet looking. Right on. Alright. You get more of those drops later. Saves us a little bit of money, right? Yeah, 4,000 gold. I guess I got high Alchemy, but no. I guess that gives us more of an incentive to do Dragon Slayer next time that we have a second to do a quest. I think that's really good as far as ranged equipment goes. It might make fighting those Abyssal Mages or Infernal Mages less miserable. So now I gotta go to just outside Falador. Ah, there was the easy casket. What we got? Charge Dragonstone Jewelry Scroll times 10. I have no idea what that is. Black Plate Body, 5 Law Runes. Scroll for charging Dragonstone Jewelry. Dead Dove.gif. Black Plate Body looks kind of cool. Well, right on. At least the reason we do those is to get them to drop again. So that's all done, and I think that's a good point for me to go continue doing fishing, trout and salmon fishing, so I'm going to dump my inventory and head over to do that real quick. Looks like fishing 44. And actually, I think, even though it might be a little bit slower, I'd much rather do lobsters. Just because I can... The lobsters are way more useful to me right now. They represent a much larger percentage of my max health. About a quarter of my max health compared to the trout and the salmon, so I'm going to port back over to Catherby and continue fishing there. I guess I'm going to set a soft goal of 45 fishing before I move on to another task, but might go a little bit longer than that. I think 46 fishing unlocks a new fish, bass, that heals a little bit more than lobster. That also might be a little inefficient to fish, but I don't know, I'd rather do less efficient and more interesting for the moment. Taught me to feel a little bit more confident about upcoming content. So we're going to pop over to Catherby and do lobsters. Probably until 46 fishing, so that's a good stopping point.
and then we'll do something else. A quest, maybe? Maybe I'll look into Dragon Slayer. Let's see, we got 4.5 hours left in this session. It'll probably take me about an hour to get to 46 fishing. I don't think Dragon Slayer is 4 hours long. Yes, I know, Cammy. I'm going to do these clues. I should build all those stashes. I should figure out which stashes I can and can't make at 38 construction. Alright, I'm going to mute and super fast forward a lot of this lobster fishing because it's pretty slow. See you on the other side. Wow, I got kicked off. I don't think that was an AFK disconnect. I wasn't even away for longer than a few seconds. Weird. Gotta go actually AFK for a second, so I'm gonna try switching to another spot, and maybe it'll all be clear by the time I get back. Hopefully I don't get booted for being AFK. Alright, see ya. I don't know when it ran out. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, it's another person. Oh, and maybe that's why it ran out, because I think I'm competing for these nodes. Let me try switching to a different world. Alright, so here's the deal. I need to be somewhat literally, quite literally, AFK for this. I'm doing dishes and cleaning the kitchen for visitors that we're having, but this is so AFK, so possible to be done AFK. And I can't do this on my phone because I need to record everything for this playthrough series. And normally I would just bounce over to my phone and bring it with me into the kitchen while I clean. But I can see the stream office from the kitchen. I'm going to move a mouse for this machine. Can I get it to fit? Am I getting caught on stuff? Yeah. I'm going to move it through into the kitchen window. And I'm going to try to manage fishing while doing dishes and cleaning. It might mean that there'll be long periods of me standing still, but you're going to see that fast forward anyway. This is that true RuneScape experience. See ya. Hey, I'm back. I got a couple level ups that I had to dismiss there because I was nowhere near my unmute button. I want to say fishing 45, cooking 47. I think that's how many we got. Anyway, back to it. I'll probably pop away to do a little bit more AFK work here, but I'm attentive for about the next 30 minutes or so. Whoops, I had another super node that lasts longer than the timeout period. There's 48 cooking, looking good. And now churn cheese, okay. That's 46 fishing, which lets us catch bass, now that I've got this large net. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Ooh, achievement diary stage task. Interesting. Why are my rock cuts? Okay, I'll fix it. Yeah, I haven't decided when to stop fishing here. I might want to get a couple stacks of bass, since they heal a little bit more than lobster. Catch some boots. Okay. I know that the next task I want to do, after thinking about treasure trails, clue scrolls, I would like to build as many stash units as I can. I think I'm only able to obtain beginner, easy, and medium clues at the moment. If I can build stashes for beginner and easy, that might get me a decent amount of construction experience, and I'll see how much more I need in order to build the medium stashes. I think once you build them, they're built forever, which sounds kind of great. Oh, cool, I got a medium task in Darren. I kind of want to do all of the easy tasks, because that seems super fun to me.
I think I have the skill requirements to do every single easy task. Also, that gets us some like basic gear and teleports and stuff that might be useful in the future, like how the Kandarian headgear has been useful. But that is just another thing on the list of low priority things that I eventually want to get around to doing. All right, deposit this stuff and keep going. I don't know when I'm going to stop. Maybe 50 cooking. I'm enjoying this at the moment, so. I know this is slow, but this has to happen eventually. Like, we need 70 cooking, I think, to get the quest cape. So, and how much fishing? 62 fishing. So yeah, this, like I said, this has to happen. May as well be now. May as well be getting me food that's going to help me with future quests like Dragon Slayer. Got an oyster pearl. Let's deal with that. Oh, it's worth nothing. Need a chisel, okay. Had to step away. It looks like I get why people don't do bass. That whole haul I got 2 bass and burned one of them. I think we're going to go back to lobster even though the catch rate is much slower. Need fletching level 41 to remove pearls from oysters? That's kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think the goal here is 50 cooking, so 1 1/3 more levels. And then I think we're going to try to build all those stashes. That might be fun. Just kind of doing a tour of all the beginner and easy stashes and then figuring out how many oak planks we need to get the medium stashes. I think we need like 42 construction or something. We're at 38 from those bones earlier. Fishing, 47. Oh, driftnet fishing on Fossil Island with 44 Hunter. That's cool. Wonder why you'd want to do that. Cooking, 49. 1 more to go, and then we'll do some stash searching. Still stuck at this node long enough that I got disconnected again. Seven more successfully cooked shrimp or lobsters, and we can be done with cooking for a while. I'm sitting on like 300 cooked lobsters. That should cover us for hopefully several dozen hours of rollicking family fun. We're in the phase where fishing and cooking are starting to get brutal. I actually don't know that 50 cooking unlocks anything special. I think we get a quest unlock at 53, 62, and 70. Or like the next 3 unlocks, damn. It's okay though, it's a nice number. When I look at this thing in the corner, it's going to look really nice. We gotta get more 40s and gotta get more 50s on here. Hey, fishing 48 now. Unlike cooking, fishing does have a unlock at 50, but I'm not going to do that now. Oh, leaping trout. Isn't that a barbarian fishing? I'll look into that while I continue doing this here. Oh shit, leaping trout is a fish which requires 48 fishing, 15 strength, 15 agility to be caught, providing 50 fishing experience, 5 strength, and 5 agility. Well, that's a homeopathic amount of agility experience, but it's more than the 0 I'm currently getting. And it's completely AFK. They cannot be cooked, instead they're gutted by using a knife on the fish. Gutting the fish gives 10 cooking experience, roe and fish offcuts. Cut with a barbarian rod which uses bait, feathers, or fish offcuts. Ha. Shit, I mean, okay, I'm over here thinking, we'll just set 50 as an arbitrary time to stop, and then we'll have a lot of lobsters that'll pay off in the future. But getting to 48 fishing was a not insignificant goal. I think I actually want to do barbarian fishing going forward. I guess I'll revisit it here soon. maybe next time we go to do fishing, if we start falling behind on lobster, because I should see like what's the benefit. What do I get? What does row give me? Food and ingredient used in barbarian training. So it's cooking ingredient offcuts uses fish bait. So you can reinvest. Okay. God damn it. Over the normal burn rate. I need one more lobster. Son of a bitch. Alright, we'll get it now. Cooking level 50. Let's not touch that for a minute. You can now cook chocolate cakes. Fantastic. Been able to rob those from stalls for ever? Since the dawn of time? And we do end up with 304 cooked lobsters. Okay, I gotta take a break. That's too much. Let me get rid of all this burnt crap. Just try to drop it all. And then when we come back to the break, I'm gonna go on a tour of the game world. Well, I guess I gotta get the resources first. I'm gonna get the resources we need to make all of the beginner and easy clue stashes, and then I'm gonna go to as many of them as I have access to and build them all, and then we're gonna see what construction level we're at, and then see about leveling construction traditionally, get the remaining XP to build the stashes for medium clue scrolls. And then I can thenceforth be prepared whenever we go to do clue scrolls. After that point, we'll leave off whatever items we have to collect in the stashes. Awesome. Gonna need the adamant axe, right? Yeah. And money. I think it's oak planks, but I'll confirm. Cool. See you when we come back next time. Alright, so washing machine's running. You might hear some mechanical noises in the background. I don't think I'm going to be on off mute often enough for it to make a big difference. We are going to go ahead here and do stash building. I looked into it, and I think we need 64 regular planks. So I'm going to go collect 64 logs, and we'll get started doing that. See you soon. Alright, I have the stuff I need. I need to just find all of these locations. I don't think anyone's made a guide of like, here's the optimal way to go to build all of them, so I'm just going to go down the list as it appears on the wiki. I might actually pause really quick and see if I can get all the ones that are in the same town and do all those at the same time, that sort of a thing. Alright, built our first stash unit. I think it's built forever once we do it. Cool. Construction 39. Very good. This is actually kind of fun. I'm enjoying it. Here comes our last stash for beginner and easy clues. Feels really good to have that done, and it was a super easy 4,800 XP? 4,800 XP, yeah. So we got basically a full level out of that. I think I can start building medium clue stashes at 42 construction. So I'm just going to do some quick math to figure out how many planks that's going to require, because I think I have to do that traditionally now by like building stuff in my house and unbuilding it over and over ad nauseum. So I'm going to figure that out, and I think we'll go ahead and try to spend the last hour here hitting 42 construction, and then maybe we'll start Dragon Slayer or Regicide in the next session. I really want to get those halberds. Dragon Slayer also unlocks a lot of useful stuff. Might do Regicide first and then Dragon Slayer, we'll see. I think I need about 80 oak planks.
So what I should be doing, so I'm not running back and forth from the bank as much, I should just bring money with me and go get the planks and then bring them down. It's down an inventory slot, but it's not that punishing. Woodcutting 39. 2 more levels until we panic and need to go get a rune axe. But it sounds like we have a good place to do that. That should be very doable. So I need an additional 46 oak planks in order to make all of the medium stash units. So I'll go ahead and farm those now while I'm at this. Might get me pretty close to 41 woodcutting. I guess we'll find out. I've joked about this before, but I feel like the thing I say more than anything else during this is we'll see, mute, fast forward. But, I mean, it's literally true. Woof, that's expensive. 250 gold per plank. They're like, we need to remove gold from this economy, and for some silly reason, we refuse to add a transaction fee to the Grand Exchange. I'm really curious, like, if they had a 0.01% transaction fee on the Grand Exchange, how much that would help with deflation. It seems like the economy in this game is fairly controlled, probably through the fact that people spend money on skilling, which doesn't result in more money entering the economy. It's destroying money that way. But still. I guess an advantage of getting 40 construction is that we can set our player-owned house in Bremerhaven in Karamja, which is like, now that we have the ferry ring to Arceus, I think that that's the longest walk we need to ever do, is to like southern Karamja. So maybe we'll do that, move our player-owned house there in the future if it makes sense. You get Yanil after that, which who cares? We've got the Watchtower teleport now. Yeah, I think once we get the Brimhaven one, we don't really care about any other potential player-owned house locations. Woodcutting 40. That's a cool level. I don't think it matters until 41 though, which we're going to be just short of hitting, but that means that I've got time to not panic and track down that rune axe. Maybe next session we'll take a break from Regicide to pop over to that fairy ring area and try to get one. Might be a fun way to level up ranged a bit more. Now that I don't hate ranged anymore, I need to get some quality of life upgrades. Construction 40. 2 more levels and we can make all these hard stash locations. So, definitely miscalculated number of planks. Don't know how I screwed up the calculation, but it's wrong. So I'll have to get some more. Probably go a little bit closer to broke. Also, landscapers in the adjacent building complex are currently running lawnmowers, so you might hear some weird buzzing in the background. Not that I'll be talking too much more. Construction 41, except to say that. Bird nest, huh? A banana tree seed. 2 gold. Okay. Bird nest itself is worth money. Corrected my math. I think I need 20 more planks to both get to 42 construction and have enough planks left over to do the medium stash tour. I'm actually going to go ahead and chop 11 more trees after this, 11 more logs, just to hit 41 woodcutting and begin my panic about getting a rune axe. It also would be nice to have some logs just stashed in case I need to build a fire in an emergency or something like that. Woodcutting 41. Don't touch another tree until we get that rune axe. It might be a bit of a long grind in case we're not lucky with the drop, because I think it's a rare drop from the enemy that drops it, but we should be able to handle it, because I think it's safe spottable. Okay, here we go. Put the money away. We need
Teleport runes. Oh, I'm gonna need to buy more law runes soon. Add it to my ongoing debt, right? Earth runes. Air staff back. And then hammer, saw, and other than that, a full inventory of planks in here. Off we go to 42 construction. 42 construction. Now build a costume room. What that does. Stash units medium. That's what we want. At some point I need to look at what... I've been trying to find a list of all the functional furniture in the game. Like, I think the larder is technically functional. Oh yeah. It produces flour. Okay. Does it produce infinite flour? Potentially. Anyway, I want to figure out what all of the functional pieces are and make sure I build all of them and build the optimal versions of all of them, but we don't need to do that right now. Let's see. 20 minutes might not be enough to make the tour of all of the medium stash locations. Fuck it, let's do it. I mean, that's what we've been going for. We may as well give it a shot. I don't know if I can actually get to all the locations. There are a couple that I don't think that I've unlocked yet, but I'll get to the ones that I can reach. So, give me a quick minute to configure that. We might go over a little on the clock, but we'll get it all done. Okay, this is a new area, so I was going to comment on it. I haven't been to this mountain before. Also, holy shit, it's kind of scary. Where the hell is this? This is way out in Korand, okay. Got something that I can build north of the mountain, so that's what I'm here for right now. Let's see if I can find it. Hopefully this place isn't dangerous. I'll be ready to warp out if I see anything untoward. I don't know if I have to scale the thing or I have to get on the other side of it. Talk to is a good word. I like seeing talk to. Very different from attack or be murdered by. There's my hole. Okay, I wasn't going to mark this one as blocked, but it looks like I can do it. Right on. Built. Built it is. There's one in the Shazian combat ring, which is here somewhere, right? And it's like down over here. Guess I can do that from the Arceus library, but I don't know if it's really that efficient. If I just walk there from here, it'll take a little bit more time. I'm not sure. Arceus is a bit of a walk, but at least there's some roads I can follow. What is happening? Hooray for agility shortcuts, though. Apparently there's a fairy ring code to get there. I need to start like checking for fairy ring codes whenever I visit an area. Oh yeah, that's way closer. Okay. So I'm going to start looking up the names of zones and then just control F fairy ring and see if there's one nearby. It seems like there tends to be. Oh dope, there's a bank here. I need to get some more of my shit withdrawn. Oh, come on. Not as bad as the Lumbridge Bank as far as trying to get in there. Castle Wars is another one I haven't been to. I guess it's a mini-game, because there's a lot of guides that are like, you want to go close to Castle Wars, because it's got a convenient bank, I guess. Alright, Castle Wars. It's in the Castle Wars Bank. Ways northeast. I'm near Yaniel right now. So this is the combat training arena, which we unlocked during the Biohazard quest. I guess there's a bunch of enemies trapped in gates, and you can just sit there and train ranged on them. Because you have to telekinetic grab the loot if you want it. But I guess there's a thing to build in here. Inside the ogre enclosure. There it is, hole. But how the hell do I get in there? I didn't even realize you could get in there. Enter the cage to retrieve dropped arrows. Oh, I see. Squeeze through loose railing. This is kind of fucked up, actually. It's a place where you can just go and murder hundreds of ogres. Okay, hole built. Still have more stuff to do in this general area. It's nice you can actually get in there to get the loot. I don't think ogres drop anything interesting, though, do they? Sold ogre head, 1 in 30. Long and curved bones, yeah. I like those. And some other stuff that's not too shabby. So yeah, I will get another level up just from building these stash crates, so I'm glad I'm doing it when the XP is relevant. Go ahead and finish this lap, why not? And we got 5 more to build after this one. I think this is the last one on this side of the mountain. So I'll take this agility shortcut to get where I need to go next, I think. I remember not having that about 150 hours ago when I was trying to do the bar crawl quest. Need to do Grand Tree to be able to unlock it. There's a quest we have to do first. Son of a bitch. It's a lot of extra walking. Ah well. I think Camelot's still the closest then. Woof, that is a walk. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Ardoyan. Yeah, I think it's Ardoyan. Okay. Gotta replace those law runes or we're gonna have a bad time. After this... Well, no, I think all the remaining sites are places I've been to. There's a couple that are blocked because I have to do quests to get to them, so I'll list off the ones I don't have done. I've actually added a tab to my spreadsheet that I'll show off at some point once I get around to filling these when we do clues. But I've copied all the stashes from the wiki into the spreadsheet, and I've made a column for whether or not I've built the stash location, whether it's blocked by quests, and whether I filled it with the necessary items. I'm not going to try to collect all the items. I think the plan is when I get the relevant clue, I'll make sure I bring the items and then fill it at that time and mark it off on the spreadsheet. I think that's going to be the way to do it. This has been super fun, though. I'm glad I decided to do this. And we need the construction levels anyway. I think we need construction 50 as a prerequisite for one quest, and construction 70 as a prerequisite for the final quest, right? Which is kind of nuts, just a little bit. Alright, built. Filter. So we got Lumbered Swamp Caves. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that. Grab my Slayer helmet really quick. Shantae Pass, I need to make sure I've got some gold for that. Dig Site. Okay, there's the one in the swamp caves. Get rid of this stupid spiny helmet. Shantae Pass. Trainer Village Jail. Dig Site. And that's it. I guess while I'm heading to these, the ones that I'm not doing are the Observatory, which requires a quest with the same name, and somewhere in this place called Mor Ol Rek. No idea what that is. I just looked it up and it's like, you need to have this quest to get in. I'm like, oh god, I don't have that. So we do have every medium clue stash except for those two by the time we're done with these last 3 here. So, very cool. I don't think we get to build hard clue stashes for many, many construction levels. And even that I haven't seen a hard clue, so I'm not going to worry about it until we start seeing them. This one's actually going to give us a level up. We've been getting like 250 XP per build, which is quite nice. Ah, construction 43. I'll build a teak larder and an alchemical chart. Cool. Dig site. And entrance to Drainer Village. Oh, hey, it's a genie. Well, that's a fun way to tap this off. I think it's Herblore. Basically every other skill I can grind, even Runecraft, which I know everyone hates, I have a method to make it less terrible. Dig site.
Then we'll do Drainer Village after that. And then we're done. We'll sign off for the next episode. So I wanted to check the larder, like, does it really give you an infinite amount of those resources? And it turns out the answer is yes. If we make the teak larder, for example, it gives me infinite tea leaves, buckets of milk, eggs, flour, potatoes, garlic, onions, and cheese. So it actually makes me wonder if there's any, like, larder shenanigans that you can always cook food using the infinite resources from the larder. That seems unlikely. I'm sure that there's still something you need to find. Cake was like milk, eggs, flour, but something else that you'd have to procure on your own, I assume. Sweet. And that is the last one. Of the ones that I don't have blocked right now, so... Very cool. When we do clue hunting later, we will have those available. We'll need to be carting nails and hammers and saws and oak planks around with me. I am going to log off at the Grand Exchange because I have to borrow more law runes from future me. I'm going to buy a big old stack of them so I don't screw over future me. At a future session I log in, I'm just out of law runes and life sucks. But I will add them to the Tin Man list, tracking my purchases going forward. We've already bought 500, and we've almost used 500 law runes. It's kind of impressive, actually. Take out my money. Been a while since we've been here. Alright. 200 should be good for now. Perfect. Alright, and let's deposit all this crap. I don't need it right now. Sweet. So, next session, I would like to do either Dragon Slayer or Regicide. Probably Regicide because I think I'm more excited about getting a halberd than I am about a rune plate body or being able to equip that green dragon d'hide body that we got today. But I am interested in both. We'll see if we do Regicide and there's tons of time remaining, maybe we'll look into Dragon Slayer. Once we finish Dragon Slayer and Regicide, I think I'd like to level attack up to 60, which is going to be a big grind. Might even be a whole episode of just grinding, but it should be made faster by the fact that we'll have access to safe spotting on melee. I would like to do it via Slayer, so we might just have to put in the work and finish off that Infernal Mage task, get one that doesn't have magic or ranged attacks. The reason I want 60 attack and eventually 60 strength and 60 defense and all that fun stuff is because then I can get the Dragon Halberd, right? Yeah, dragon items are at 60. So if we can get the Dragon Halberd, that'll be my most damaging weapon and I can use it to safe spot and we can use it for farming all sorts of things, and like I said, it'll be super grand. So stay tuned. Next episode, we'll do a really, really big, challenging quest like we did this time with Underground Pass. And then we might be grinding for a while. But it'll be fun grinding. It won't be agility, it won't be runecraft. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.